Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome back to What's the Damage, the segment on this channel where I get to really let the dogs out, you know, and unleash my inner demons to come out and play and scream and shout and curse. And okay, not curse because that's not allowed on YouTube anymore, but you guys get the idea, huh? This is just like a segment where I can let my hair down and criticize things in a very safe and controlled environment. You know, I'm only as safe as my anger allows me to be. And today I'm going to talk about Smosh, okay? It is not the first time that I have talked about this channel on this channel here, you know, and I think at this point Smosh really should sponsor me to some degree. We should do a collab or something so I could get a few million subscribers, because I know that I'm not the only fan of Smosh out there, but I'm the only one who I know that records videos about them on this channel, and I convinced a lot of my friends around here to subscribe to Smosh, so I really think I should get a little bit of acknowledgement here, but that's okay. It's fine. Today I'm going to be talking about something that really irritates me, that actually has been irritating me for a while, but I have never publicly addressed it on this channel. Now here's the thing, guys. Recently I've gone down a nostalgic rabbit hole. You know, I've gone down a Smosh rabbit hole where I've been watching a bunch of their old videos back when it was mostly just Ian and Anthony, you know, and I kind of grew up watching Smosh. You know, I think the first time I watched their channel, I can't remember if it was like in 2006 or 7 exactly, but it was around that time, you know, when they were still in their early days. And I've been watching them on and off along the years. Sometimes I would spend some time not watching, then come back and see what they were doing, then another time not watching, then come back and see what they were doing. So it's kind of like I've been a fan on and off, you know, for many years. And recently, as recently as 2015 or 16, I relapsed. You know, I came back and I saw that they had a lot of different content and everything was really cool and new and modern, you know, but I started to notice that there were a few different things as well. You know, like it wasn't just Ian and Anthony, you know. So of course I went back and binge watched all the videos that I missed, but I also took the opportunity to watch some of the new ones too, you know. And it was really interesting because now everything was different, you know. There was a whole bunch of people in the videos and I didn't really understand what was going on. So I was like, what happened? So I investigated a little bit more, you know, and I started to want to realize that, you know, there was this this thing where a company called Priime Media bought them, you know, and they were investing a lot of money in them, you know, and they were pretty much turning Smosh into like a, you know, a sitcom or something, you know, like each video was very well produced, very well edited. There were a lot of actors, you know, they had sets, you know, built around the house that they recorded in. So there was a lot of stuff going on, but it was a far cry from what it used to be, you know, but actually, no, that would be more today. I think today Smosh is a far cry from what it used to be, but still, it was really different back when I saw it, you know. And then there was something formed called the Squad, you know, which we had Courtney, Olivia, Shane, Keith, and Noah, you know. They were kind of like the new Smosh family, and they were the ones who were taking center in most of the videos, you know. And Anthony and Ian were barely in the videos anymore, you know. And then of course in 2017 Anthony left, you know. He parted ways with Smosh to go pursue his own personal career, and I also recorded a video about that a long time ago when it actually happened. And then fast forward a couple of years and Priime Media completely shuts down and lets everyone go. And then Smosh is acquired by Good Mythical Morning, you know, our buddies Rhett and Link. Now, a lot of things have happened, and Smosh actually recently turned 15. You know, they turned 15 years old. To have a 15-year channel on YouTube is a huge thing, guys, and still active, you know, like giving the subscribers daily uploads, you know, and it's not an easy feat, you know. I recently recorded a video talking about my 500 years on YouTube, you know, sorry, 500 years on YouTube. 5 years on YouTube with 400 videos, you know, but of course it doesn't compare to 15 years that Smosh has and the influence that they had on the internet, you know. Now, here's the thing. I think that there are a few things to be said about Smosh. You know, there are certain things that we need to that I want to address and cover here and give my honest opinions about, and they may be a little controversial. So if anyone in the Smosh, you know, team comes across this video, just hear me out before you criticize or possibly sue me, okay? Now, one of the biggest complaints that I hear, and in the vast majority of people still subscribe to the Smosh channel, or those who used to be, is that they miss the old Smosh. You know, a lot of people say that they wish Smosh would go back to the old days when it was just Ian and Anthony doing their own thing, unscripted videos where they had full, complete creative control and they could do whatever the hell they wanted and get away with it, you know? Now, here's the thing, guys. I think that a lot of you misunderstand how nostalgia works. You know, nostalgia is something that it serves for you to remember something, you know, for you to look back on it with fondness, you know. Like whenever you feel nostalgic about something, it's because it reminds you of a time in your past, you know, like for example, your childhood, you know. Our childhoods, well, if you had a good childhood like me, for example, then you feel a lot of sweet nostalgia, you know. You always look back on it and think, wow, I miss those days when everything was easier and all I did was play video games or play outside or with my friends or whatever, you know. Like when you miss those old days, you are already feeling nostalgia, you know. And nostalgia works to help you, you know, keep those memories in your head, you know, and look back on them and feel those warm, fuzzy feelings, you know. And you can't go back to your childhood and relive those memories. You have to come to terms with the fact that you're an adult now, if you actually are, if you're closer to my age, and you can't go back. You know, you can do things like if your childhood consisted of playing a lot of Nintendo games, you can play Nintendo games today. You can get a Super Nintendo and play your old Mario games and kind of relive your childhood, you know, but you can't ever go back to it. In exactly the same way, Smosh cannot go back to how it used to be. You know, because if you miss the old videos, then that's good. That's nostalgia. Like guys, I obviously also miss the old Smosh. You know, of course I preferred it when it was just Ian and Anthony. But whenever the nostalgia arises, what do? I just go and watch their old videos. It's that simple. So all of you who are complaining about the new Smosh, if you don't like the new direction they're taking, why don't you just shut the hell up and watch their old videos instead of criticizing and whining about the new squad? Oh my god, the videos suck now. Anthony's gone, Ian is blonde, you know, all this crap. Why don't you just shut the hell up and watch the videos that you actually feel nostalgic about? Because guys, they are still there. They are still there on the Smosh YouTube channel. They were never deleted. So if you really, really want Smosh to go back to the way it was, just go back and watch the old videos and pretend it still is, you know? That's what I've been doing the last few days. I've been binge watching. I've been having a Smosh nostalgic marathon, you know? Watching all of their old videos, which is really good. It's cathartic, you know, and it makes me look back on the past with sweet nostalgia, you know. Wow, Smosh used to be good and it was this. It used to be good, guys, no, but that doesn't mean that it's bad today. It's just different. Just because something changed doesn't mean that it's bad. You know, I mean, they, like Ian and Anthony, they couldn't have kept going the way that they were going for, like, some of the jokes that Smosh did back in the golden days, they couldn't do today because it would be offensive, you know, and it would be inappropriate. Because in case you guys don't know, YouTube has changed a lot over the last few years, man. And like me being somebody who's worked with it for so long, I can tell you guys, you know, from firsthand experience that you really need to be careful with what you say and do on this platform, you know. And I have also changed my content a lot to try to cater to them, you know, the same way that the big guys also have, like Smosh themselves. So you need to understand that things have to change, you know. Nothing can stay the same forever. Everything has to evolve, you know. Sometimes it gets better, sometimes it gets worse, but the point is that change is always inevitable, especially in the world of entertainment. Now, if you're the kind of person who is constantly whining about the new Smosh and that you miss it back when it was, you know, just Ian and Anthony, you are actively downgrading all of the work that these people are putting into the videos now, you know, because the Smosh family is huge, guys, you know. We have Smosh, the main channel, Smosh Pit, you know, we have Smosh Games, and a long time ago, it used to be just Ian and Anthony, and then they started to bring in a few different content creators, you know, but today, like, each channel has its own ensemble cast of people, you know, producers and directors, and you know, makeup artists and editors, you know, a lot of different people doing different things, you know. So, and I think it makes sense for this to happen because they have the money to invest like this, you know. Like Ian and Anthony couldn't possibly have done everything that they were doing back in the day if they were still both working together today, because there is a lot of content going on, you know, in the three Smosh channels, you know. Some time ago they tried to make a podcast channel, which they abandoned quickly, I'm guessing because podcasts suck, but they also tried to branch out into that as well. So, and it's like things have to change, guys. They have to evolve, you know. And way back in the day, Ian and Anthony used to, of course, record and edit and upload all of the videos by themselves. But me, being somebody who actually administers 2 different channels by myself, I can tell you that it's a lot of work. So it makes sense to have a production team, you know, to actually work on the things while you just kind of not exactly sit back and relax, but just, you know, take some load off of your shoulders, you know. So today the Smosh family encompasses so much more than just Ian and Anthony. Ian is still there, of course. He's kind of like the head honcho, but if you actually take the time to watch the videos, you'll notice that he barely shows up in them anymore, you know. Usually it's when they do like short skits or challenges, the try not to laughs, you know. That's when Ian most shows up. And it's because I think that he kind of stepped down a little bit from the acting role and kind of got into the production chair, you know. He's kind of, he's obviously very, very closely involved with the videos behind the scenes, you know. And I'm pretty sure that he still comes up with the majority, if not all, of their ideas. You know, they do have screenwriters now who come up with the scripts and video ideas, but I'm sure Ian is heavily involved in all of them, you know, the same way Anthony would be if he were still a part of Smosh. So I think that like where Smosh is today, it's very far from what we used to watch back in the day, but that's just how it is, guys. I don't have any complaints to make, you know, because like, yes, I will admit that some of their latest videos aren't just funny, like some of their videos really suck, you know. I'm being honest here, okay? It's not that, like, I can understand, I can appreciate the work that you guys put into them, but I don't know, it's just like, it doesn't make me laugh, you know. If a 14-minute long Smosh video today can get a chuckle out of me, that's already, you know, it's already a miracle. But back in the day, I would laugh like the entire video when it was just Ian and Anthony. But just because I think that the videos suck doesn't mean that they're bad. It's just that it's not the kind of comedy that I'm used to seeing, you know. But I still watch them. There are some that are really cool. There was a recent one, this one here, where Ian played this guy called Walter who was getting fired because of the whole millennial generation thing. I don't know, it's actually really funny. One of the best videos I've seen on the channel in a while. There's one also, Kidnapping Jojo. So they do have, you know, really good videos, you know. But whenever I feel the nostalgia rising, I just go back and binge watch all of their older videos, you know, and that makes me feel better. So that's what I think that you guys should do as well. If you consider yourself fans of the old Smosh, go back and watch their old videos. They have hundreds of videos for you guys to watch, you know. Before Defy Media came along, they probably had, what, 600 or 700 videos at that point, man. So there is no way that you can watch all of them, you know, like in one sitting and get bored, you know. So you can go back and keep watching them until your heart's content, you know, and let the people working at Smosh today continue to work, man. You know, these people, they had their whole livelihoods were shattered when Defy Media fired them all, you know, when they shut down. So they are working really hard to make the content today. So like, if you don't like it, okay, it's cool. You can do what I'm doing and just talk about it openly and honestly, but don't just criticize, because just like Shane himself said in a video that they did reviewing, I think it was YouTuber movies, he said that you will get a lot of positive comments on a YouTube video, but that one negative comment that you get is going to affect you the most, you know. So, you know, try to not spread hatred, you know, try to not be because you guys are making you're turning toxic a community that used to be wholesome, you know. So just chill, you know. Now, I for one am proud of the Smosh channel, all of them. They've come a long way. They do a lot of really cool content across all 3 channels, and I can understand, being somebody who does the same thing myself, although I don't make money with it, I can understand how frustrating it must be to have so many videos to edit and record and post, because they do this daily, you know. Even when they take vacations, I'm sure that everyone takes a vacation at some point, but even then, I think that they still upload videos, you know. They probably, you know, publish them and schedule them to be posted. So big YouTube channels very rarely stop, guys, you know. Me, for example, I can afford to stop, you know, because every 100 videos on this channel, I take a little break, a little mini vacation so I can relax. But I can, you know, I can afford to do that because not a lot of people watch my stuff and I don't make a living with it, you know. If I actually made money with it, I probably would not go a single day without uploading, even if I was relaxing. So that's just the way that I see it. So kudos to Smosh, you know. If this video reaches anyone in the Smosh community, thank you. I really appreciate you guys still working hard to put out videos every day for us, you know. And I am one of those few fans that has embraced the new Smosh, you know. It took a while to happen, but I did. So today I look back on the old Smosh with sweet nostalgia, but I also look forward to the future, you know. And if this video does reach somebody in the Smosh family, you know, just a little bit of a just a small request here. Could you guys please go back to doing You Posted That? Because I miss it so much, man. That was such a cool game show format where you guys would bring in other YouTubers and make them play a game show. That was like the best addition in the new Smosh in my opinion. Of course, you guys can't do it now because of the COVID quarantine, but please bring it back soon because I really miss it. You know, it's just one fan's opinion, but I would love it so much, please. And that's it, guys. I'm out of breath here. I'm really out of breath, but I hope that this video, I hope the message was clear, you know, and it had positive, you know, repercussions with everyone. I talked a lot about this on Twitter, but I also wanted to record a video to get it out, you know. Just stop complaining, guys. Stop whining, you know. Just go back and relive your childhoods with the old Smosh whenever the need arises, okay? And leave the current Smosh family alone. They're awesome people, you know. They don't deserve any hatred, you know. They're just trying to keep you guys entertained every week, okay? That's it. This is Chazzy, signing out for now, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. And please, for the love of God, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell because I got some more videos coming up. I think that outro was a little cringy, but okay, I'm out of here.